Hey guys, welcome to another video. I decided to do a video on how to false swipe and successfully chain and SOS catch ghost Pokemon. So I've always wanted to hunt Ghastly, and it's always been a pain to foresight and then false swipe, and foresight takes up an extra move slot, and then switching in and out and things like that. So a thing that you can do is catch a Scrappy Pokemon. So this is what we're going after. Here is the Scrappy Pancham. Scrappy happens to be the hidden ability, but if we look at what Scrappy means Pokemon can hit ghost Pokemon and normal and fighting moves. So Pancham's a great Pokemon. It can learn Aerial Ace and False Swipe. So you're going to be able to instantly False Swipe any ghost Pokemon. And it also learns Aerial Ace, so you can hit Pokemon that might lower your accuracy or things like that. So why this is better than the original Foresight method is it doesn't take up an extra move slot, and you can still use all of these other moves. So when shiny hunting, PP is obviously a thing that you have to be concerned about. So if we lost another one of these moves here, we'd have less PP to actually fight the Pokemon with. So this is our goal, is to find a Scrappy Pancham, and I'm going to walk you through it so that you can be successful at ghost hunting as well. So for the setup here, we're going to need, you want to only have 2 Pokemon in your party. You want to have one strong False Swiper. So that's my shiny Hawlucha here. He's been my main through most of the playthrough. You can see he has False Swipe and then Aerial Ace as well, just for the accuracy boost. Roost so that he can recover, and then High Jump Kick is just like a power move that I use sometimes. And he has Leftovers as well. So that's my set False Swiper. And then Haunter, so you can use any ghost type for this. I used Haunter because it's a middle evolution, and then I could also give it Eviolite so that he becomes a little bit more bulky. So it increases his defense. You only want to have 2 Pokemon in your party because the Pancham learns Circle Throw, and that can switch out your Pokemon. So if you have 6 Pokemon, then you never know which one's going to get switched back in. And you want to make sure to have a False Swiper and a Ghost type Pokemon. So I was hunting ghost Pokemon, so I'm on the wrong route here. So we're going to fly back to Melee City. So you can shiny hunt Phantom now with this method, and you can get the Harvest Skill Swap Phantom for shiny hunting, which makes it so you can switch a Lepaberry in and forever chain your SOS Pokemon. So originally that's what I was going for, and then I kind of stumbled across this and was wondering like the easiest way to long-term hunt ghost Pokemon. So we're going to try and encounter a Pancham here. It is a little bit lower of a call rate, so it might take you a little while to actually find it, but once you find it, it's going to be pretty easy. You also want to make sure that your battle animation is turned on. That way you can see which Pokemon has the hidden ability once we find it. So you can go to Battle Effects, make sure those are turned on. So essentially what we're doing is, if the Pancham is a Mold Breaker, it'll automatically say Mold Breaker when we go into battle, and that's one of the regular abilities we're not looking for. This one here didn't say anything, so he could be an Iron Fist, or he could have hidden ability. He's probably Iron Fist since it's the very first one, and hidden ability isn't increased until later on. But see, he used Circle Throw, so now he's going to switch in our Haunter for us automatically. Or maybe not. So Hulucha avoided the attack, but we'll see here in a second. So it takes a little bit longer with the battle effects, but it's the only way to make sure that you know which Pokemon is attacking. I originally did it the first time without battle effects on, and I knew that one of the two Pokemon had the hidden ability, but I couldn't see which one had it. So I had to do a little extra work after that, and I killed the right one, but if I had not, then I would have to keep chaining to find my hidden ability one again. So he can also call in Pangoro, which is something to think about. It's his evolved form, and they're a little bit stronger, and they have different weaknesses. So that's why we have a pretty strong False Swiper. He's going to be able to one-hit KO anything that we get here. See, so it said Mold Breaker there, so we know that the Pangoro is not hidden ability. So we just take him out. Pancham on the right still technically could be hidden ability, although I highly doubt it, but he'll eventually use Circle Throw and switch us out automatically. I guess we could just... Sometimes it gets annoying if I switch to Haunter here and then he uses Circle Throw, then he goes back to my Hulucha without me ever knowing. But because it's Go C, it says he didn't affect it, so that means that he is Iron Fist and not hidden ability Scrappy, because if he was hidden ability Scrappy, he would have been able to hit my Haunter right there. So now that we know, we're just going to use him as our chainer and keep chaining through, and then every time we see a Pokemon that doesn't automatically show up as Mold Breaker, then we're just going to switch our Haunter in to test it to see if it's hidden ability. The only way that they'll be able to hit Haunter at all is if one of them is hidden ability. Alright, so I'm going to do a couple more here, and then if we don't get it, I'm just going to switch back and show you how we can hit Ghost Pokemon now. Mold Breaker again, so that we know he's not. And then this Haunter isn't really set up that well to kill Pangoros because he has different weaknesses. So I usually just confuse ray it so that it's confused and then switch back to my False Swiper. Or sometimes they'll switch back for me. As you can see, the reason why we only have 2 Pokemon is because it switches out and it's random, so you don't want to have a ton of Pokemon getting switched in and out when you're trying to do a method like this. Not high jump kick. Alright. So we'll try one more and then we'll run, and then I'll show you Phantom or Ghastly. So last night I was hunting and I got my Scrappy Pancham, I got a shiny Pancham, which I've been going for since original Sun and Moon. I only got shiny Pangoro. And then I also got my skill swap Phantom as well. So last night was a pretty good night for shiny hunting. Alright, so we saw that Pangoro didn't pop up with Mold Breaker, and so we killed the Pancham just because we want to get to the next part. Obviously you would keep chaining until you actually found the hidden ability one. So we're going to switch out to Haunter just to double check and make sure this guy is not hidden ability. And then we'll just run. Yeah, so it didn't affect me, which means he's not hidden ability. So you just keep chaining until you found your Scrappy, and then you would just catch it. Chances go up the longer the chain is, and you also have a chance of getting a shiny Pokemon, which is kind of cool as well. Alright, so Ghastly and Phantom are in this game, which are my favorite ghost types. So we're going to fly over here and see if we can encounter one of them. Scrappy, and then I also gave him leftovers too, just a little more helpful. I already had a couple pangoros, so I think I'm gonna keep this one a Pancham, just because I like him from the anime, and I think he's a pretty cool Pokemon overall. So give him leftovers or Eviolite, just to bulk him up a little bit. I think leftovers is probably a little bit better. For shiny hunting anyway. And then I want to put him at the front of my party. Alright, so we're going to see how this works real quick. We're going to encounter a ghost Pokemon, and then you'll see how the Scrappy ability lets us false swipe the ghost Pokemon. So here's a Ghastly. Normally, if we tried to false swipe it, it would say it doesn't affect it. We'd have to use Foresight and then false swipe, and then every time we wanted to like switch to another Ghastly, we'd have to Foresight and false swipe again. So normally this wouldn't affect it, but you can see it says it's effective. And there we go. We got Ghastly down to 1 HP. That's the Scrappy ability. And now we can chain Ghastly just like we normally would with the Adrenaline Orb. And what's kind of cool too is they can't really hit us because they're still a ghost Pokemon. They can use dark moves, but the ghost moves that they use still won't affect us. So that's it for this shiny hunting video. I just wanted to help you guys out with some of your ghost hunts, the Scrappy Pancham, and show you how to get it. If this video helped you out at all, make sure to like it, comment in the section below, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what shiny Pokemon you caught with this method. Thanks a lot.